Good afternoon. My name's Titian, and I'm a seventh grader here at SAS. As you know, when I first heard about this TED thing, I was quite excited because my teachers and peers all know I'm quite a talkative person. It's probably heritage from my mom, who also loves to talk. However, I got stuck thinking about a topic to match the theme unveiled. I wasn't sure what was something new I could show to you guys. I felt very frustrated, and I almost wanted to quit. But then, one day during the winter break, I was on YouTube watching one of Steve Harvey's shows, and something he said felt really familiar to me.
I hate it when I see young people wasting their time, wasting all this technology got, just sitting around in this world that's been created for you that everything is instant.
Do you know why I feel it's so familiar? Because my parents often say the same thing. They call me and my peers kids these days. They say, when we were your age, we did blah, blah, blah. They say, I'm lazy and less resilient. Have you ever heard similar things from your parents or other adults? I think you probably have, right? So how did you feel? Do you think that we are truly weaker and less resilient compared to our parents? Are we truly weaker than our parents' generation? No, I don't think so. So today, I want to unveil the truth that learning is actually becoming harder nowadays. First of all, the concept of education has changed dramatically over time. If you ask your parents, you realize that education in the past was mainly just knowledge and could easily be memorized. But now, we're asked to do skill development. According to the Assessment and Teachings of 21st Century Skills by Patrick Griffin, skills are things like problem solving, critical thinking, innovation, creativity, decision making, social responsibility, and so on. Obtaining skills is a lot harder than we think. Knowledge is just knowing the information and being able to use that. But skills are a lot more complex. They're activating all the concepts, knowledge, methods, techniques, processes, and all the information that we have learned, but combining that and putting that into practice to perform a daily task or duty. Let me give you an example in math, learning to divide fractions. Back then, all you had to do was just basically know the procedure and get the right answer. But now we have to explain what that actually means and why we can do stuff. Education today is like running a marathon, with many uphill stretches and steep hills that we have to climb over. So although the distance always remains the same, we have to push a lot harder to succeed, making us feel very disengaged at times. The second reason I want to prove that learning is becoming harder is exactly due to the fact of more and more technology used in today's learning. We all know that technology provides a lot of easy to access information and fun ways to practice our learning. However, there are many key drawbacks that have been ignored, even though as a student myself, I agree with these benefits. For example, our parents often say we're distracted by technology and addicted to it and spend too much time with it. However, we in fact are just overstimulated. We all know that distractions have always existed, but technology actually pushes the limit. The more and more technology we use, the more distracted we get. According to Harvard Medical School, a young person's brain lacks a fully developed self-control system, causing us more likely to be attracted to the entertainment value of learning, instead of any added-on learning value. This causes us to easily be distracted. But besides distractions, easy to access information also makes learning harder. You may think, how does that work? Doesn't easy to access information make learning easier? But that's not exactly true. Let me give you another example. If the teacher asks you a relatively simple question, how do the modern novels represent the characteristics of humanity? If you were the one to answer it, what would your first step be? Would you write down all your notes, Or would you just open your laptop and Google it? For those of us who grew up with digital devices and search engines at our fingertips, we know all our questions can instantly be answered as long as we're connected to the internet. But this removes the interest, excitement, and curiosity of learning and the prospect of learning something new. Studies show that when people tend to know they will have future access to information, they know where and how to find that information instead of remembering any of the information itself. Lastly, I would like to say that the pressures, demands, and expectations faced by students today are ever increasing. When you think about it, students nowadays have less time to play and explore what they love and do things that they actually themselves enjoy. This is due to all the academic standards that are becoming harder sooner than they used to be. However, besides academic standards, there are also many things that feel difficult for us. For example, we have an unguaranteed future. For example, as careers like drivers, doctors, or even teachers could be replaced by AI sooner or later. And also, we have a new social responsibility of solving issues like climate change, air pollution, and a growing population. Back to that same marathon. If you are running it, knowing exactly how long you have left and how long that should take you, you'll feel empowered to work towards that end. But we are blindly running this learning marathon with no clear future and what will happen. This makes us feel very frustrated and disengaged. Dear fellows, I think many of our parents might have told us that they wish they could have gone to a school like ours when they were our age. But I would like you to ask them a question, along with other adults. If they had the chance to be young again, would they want to face all the challenges that we have to deal with every single day? Do they think that they'll be doing any better than we already are? Thank you.